Okay, so moving on to the power of product law. What's product? What does product mean? Product multiplication. Product is multiplication. So I have multiplied terms and I have exponent on the outside. Okay? Can I simplify the terms inside the bracket? No, because
they're not the same base.
They're not the same base. So they're different base. I can't do much. Okay? Now, because I have an exponent outside the bracket, that exponent is going to be distributed to all the terms inside the bracket, all the letters and the numbers. So, what do we know about if I have, let's say, by itself, if I have this, what do I do? Oops. Just 1 second. Don't answer without me asking the question. If I have this, what do I do? Multiply, right? Now, I have this, or I have multiple letters. So that number is going to be multiplied by all the exponent inside the bracket. Okay? So, which means, in this case, I have x4, y3 to the power of 2. So that 2 is going to multiply to everything inside the bracket. It's going to multiply to the exponent of everything inside the bracket. So my answer for this one is going to be x8, y6. Now, the tricky part is going to be this. What if I have 2x, y, 4 to the power of 3? What do I do? Now, remember, guys, that we're always, when we're doing this, we're multiplying the exponents. What's the exponent on the 2? 1. What's the exponent on the x? 1. If you don't have exponents, write them. Write the 1. It makes your life easier. Okay? Now, can you tell me how would I distribute that 3 in? So what does it become?
2 to the power of 3, x to the power of 3.
That's right. Because I'm multiplying. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Okay? Then you can simplify. 2 to the power of 3, that's 8x cubed y 12. Okay? Do we get this? Same thing goes to the quotient law. Okay? Quotient law, a power of a quotient, sorry. So if I have division and I have an exponent outside, still doing the same thing. I'm still multiplying my coefficient, my exponent by the exponent of the other terms. I personally don't like the division sign. I personally like to write my things like this as a fraction. That's me. Okay? I personally like it that way. Whatever you like, you can keep it either the same way or you can write it this way. Remember that your exponent is going to be multiplied by the exponents of every single term inside your bracket. So that means that's going to be x to the power of 8 over y to the power of 6.
Can we still write it with a division sign?
Yes, you can.
Because it's easier for me personally.
As I said, it's easier for me to write it as a fraction, so that's why I write it as a fraction. If it's easier for you to write it as division, it's up to you. It's the same. Now remember that if I have, let's say, 5x over y cubed to the power of 2, what would you do?
I would multiply the exponent, so like it would be 5x to the power of 2 divided.
So the 5 will not be to the power of 2?
Oh, will it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
10x to the power of 2?
Nothing.
5 to the power of 2x to the power of 2 divided on y between the brackets is 3 y to the power of 3 multiplied by 2.
So y to the power of 6, you mean,
Yes.
right? So remember that every single thing that does not have a power has a power of 1, right? So this is a power of 1, power of 1. The numbers also, they belong. They're inside the bracket, so they are going to be affected by the square. So I'm multiplying that 2 by the power. By the power. Okay? So that's going to give me 5 to the power of 2, x to the power of 2, over y to the power of 6. You want to simplify this more, you can do 5 squared, that's 25, x squared over y 6. I can't tell you how many students mess the number up. So that number, students either forget to raise it to the power of 2, or they multiply 5 times 2, which both of them are wrong. If you don't have that exponent, write it. Write 1. It will make you see it.
How did you get to 25?
5 squared, 5 times 5.
So what happens to the 2 over the
5 squared? What's 5 squared?
25?
That's where 25 is.
But like, does it disappear? Like,
Well, I evaluated what 5 squared
so
is.
if it's 5x squared, then there's another power of 2 over the 5.
So 5 squared,
Yeah.
I can evaluate that on the calculator, and that gives me 25. So I can replace the 5 squared by 25,
That only happens if that number happens.
if you know the number. Yeah. So like here, 2 cubed, I made it into an 8 because 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Right? I can evaluate this. I can find the answer for them. I can simplify it. Right? But the letters I can't. I have to leave them up.
So you only do it for the number.
Correct. Okay? So the rules, these two rules apply for the product, which means multiplication. So if inside the bracket you have multiplication, or to the quotient, so that means if you have division inside your bracket. Do we understand that part?